Hey everybody, it's Kneecap here, and in this video we're going to be talking about a feature coming in 11.1 that I am very excited about, which is being able to respec your crafting knowledge for your professions. So this is something that people wanted ever since Dragonflight when they redid the crafting. They didn't put it in during Dragonflight despite high demand for it. Eventually it became pointless to put it in because you had so many points available to you that you could just have everything. We're not quite there yet in this expansion. Probably won't be until partway into next patch or so, or around next patch time, when you're kind of filling everything out in all of your professions. And, this is just going to give people a little bit of an opportunity to switch that, and for people to switch it who are maybe just getting into professions. Maybe you didn't do professions in Season 1, maybe you didn't even play in Season 1 or in 11.0, whatever. And this gives you an opportunity to switch things up if you start speccing a way you didn't want to spec. So I understand all the reasons of not having this when it first comes out. At the beginning of an expansion, it's highly competitive, and then eventually you get all the points, and so it makes more sense to be able to respec it. So let's talk about how it works as of now on the PTR, and what I think about it, and an issue that I specifically got myself into with my own profession. So as of right now, the NPC to respec with is outside of the crafting hall. So on your map in Dornegal, it's over here, straight west of the fissure here, right here on the map. That's where you would find the crafting hall if you don't know off the top of your head. And it's right outside here to the side. Who knows if this is where the NPC will be at when it goes live on to when the patch comes out. But you go over here to this NPC, Darla, and you can have, I would like to reset Kazalgar specializations. And then I can choose between my blacksmithing or my mining. So I'm going to choose blacksmithing. Let me show you an example of why this is kind of important. So I, unfortunately, put a lot of my first talents, in fact, 60 of my first talents into here. This was terrible for the beginning of the expansion. Now it's actually kind of fine. It makes making ton of alloys really easy. And for stuff, but I could not really profit that much early in the expansion because I kind of did this. Why did I do this? Because I read a guide online saying this was super important for blacksmithing. It's not super important at all. It's kind of like a bonus. You don't need to do this at all for blacksmithing. It's much better to go into whatever you want to craft. You want to craft weapons, go into weaponsmithing. You want to craft armor, go into armor smithing. You want to craft tools, go into tools. Stones, go into stones. Alloys, go into alloys, right? This was a huge mistake. Missed out on a ton of gold, a ton of just it was terrible, right? So when I respec this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take points out of here, not care about this so much. I'm probably going to fill out all of my armor smithing and all of my weapon smithing if I can, and then largely keep this stuff the same. So when I reset it, I'm not going to do it now. I'm not going to click through every single talent and bore you to death with that. But I mean, I can at least do it to show you. So you can only do this once. So you get the prompt. As of now, this is not something you're gonna be able to keep doing. This is okay. I made a mistake. This is how I'm going to put my talents instead. So it's not something you can abuse. It's not something you take advantage of. This is just something that you do here. So you can only do this once. Hit yes. I am mounted apparently, so you can't do it while you're mounted. Let's try again. Blacksmithing. You can only do it once. Boom. I get a ton, 407 knowledge, and we go back to blacksmithing, and now I do not have this. And so I can unlock my weapon smithing, I can unlock my armor smithing, and now I can just, plug in all the points. I won't bore you by doing all of it through. Now I have 400 something points to spend here, and now I can unlock everything that I want to unlock, despite making those mistakes at the very beginning of the expansion. So this is something that's really big and really cool if you craft it all. You're probably going to enjoy this. If you messed up, if you didn't mess up, you're going to be like, well, I don't really care that much. But, we all have things that maybe we'd prefer to craft. Maybe you went into armor and weapon smithing. Like, let's say you're a blacksmith. You went into weapon armor smithing, but now you're like, I'd rather do all the means of production and all the ever-burning forge so I can get multi-crafts and everything like that. And I don't care about crafting the weapons and armor anymore. Me, I'm the opposite. I wish I could just craft anything I wanted to craft that I want to wear. And then eventually I go back into all this kind of stuff. I still want to make my weapon stones and stuff like that, but I don't want to have to worry about this stuff as much. I would like to fill this out, then go into the weapon stones and the alloys, and then go into Ever-Burning Forge is what I would like to do. So that's what I will end up doing on live when this goes live in 11.1. So Wanted to quickly talk about this new feature because it's something a lot of people are anticipating, and I'm very happy it's here. It's very easy to do. You don't have to do a quest. You don't have to do anything silly. You just come talk to the NPC, boom, get it done, and then respec all your knowledge. You get it all refunded back to you, and you just do it. So nothing difficult about it whatsoever. So that's it for this one, guys. As always, I do ask you to please subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a lot. If you're already a subscriber, I encourage you to check out the Patreon. Other than that, everybody, have a good one.